What are you gonna do? Help me do the deck ramp today, huh? Huh? Today I plan on scraping down this deck ramp here. I think Sammy's gonna help me out today on this one. And we're gonna put on this paint over here. Now today I'm using the Samsung F40. Somebody had inquired about how I did the time-lapse. I bought this camera specially to do time-lapse when I tore down my screen house last year. If you haven't watched that video, it's I think it's under the Wrecking Goat. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, we're going to be using some red paint that we bought. Probably should have used paint on the damn deck in the first place. This is oil base, but it's paint. You can't get oil base stain, but you can get oil-based paint. And we're going to put the sand mix in it right here. We're going to mix that up. I'll get my work clothes on. Then I got this stuff that I'll probably be doing some touching up on the deck here too. But I want to get started, so I'm going to get my work clothes on, and I'll be joining you very shortly. You can see it's still got the roughness on there from the sand years ago, so we're going to scrape as much as I can off of this, and then we'll sweep it down good, and then I'll put on the sand mix. I got to mix that up. Okay, I've got a can that I had some oil-based paint in before, when I mixed that primer stuff that I told you about. Because when I add this sand mix in here, it probably will be difficult. So I'll have to pour it into here, mix it, and then pour it back in. So I've already had it shaken up at the hardware store, my local True Value hardware store. It's not as bright a red as this. It's as close as I can get without having to mix up the stuff special. So the ramp will be a little brighter than the rest of the deck, but that's not a problem. So what we're going to do, mix this up, and it's telling you to leave the sand mix in the paint for a half hour before using it, so I'll be scraping the deck at that time, well, the ramp anyways. Let's see if I can paint sand mix. This stuff is hard to brush on, very difficult to brush on. It's hard on the brushes, and it's very difficult to brush on. It's not a fast process at all. What I probably will end up doing, I don't think I can dump this back into the can and mix it all together. Now I only had about a quarter of a container full, because this is not a new container, but it's saying one container, which is 1 pound, does a gallon of paint. So I use this on the steps and the handicap ramp, and also on my ramp with a generator and the snowblower are. If there's enough left over, I'll do that. If not, I'll have to get some more paint and at a later date do that one too. I haven't turned the music on yet. I will a little later on, maybe. It's a little easier hearing me flap my gums without the music going on in the background. I think I'm going to be able to get that in there. With the sand, it's probably going to be a little too much. You got to try to mix it up. Probably don't have enough sand in it. But the ramp is pretty rough, so I'm hoping that it'll be okay. That is Earl Pike from the Pike Brothers and the Pine Hill Ranchers. For those of you who are interested. Well, we're going to do a little bit more scraping. We're not going to bore you too much with it, though. Here's a friend of mine, Gene Johnson. I haven't seen him in about 20 years. He used to play with Peter X and the Cowboys. He's another local. You hear him in the background. You have to excuse me, I'm out of breath because I just got through scraping that damn ramp. Now I'm going to sweep it.
And you call to find a door.
I think I'm ready for paint. Yeah, I recorded that back in 1978 on a Sony TC55 cassette recorder, nursing a Coca-Cola, because I don't drink, at a local bar here in town that's no longer here. Gene Johnson played bass and did vocal. I'm not sure who the lead guitar player is there. It might even be my good buddy Ray Greenwood before I knew him. Anyways, we're going to get started on painting now. I'm going to move this camera over a little bit. Set this. We're going to start painting. Use the paint in here first, use that up, and then I'll go into the can. I think that's Red Shea playing. He's another good friend of Ray. He's a tremendous lead guitar player also. This is a very, very slow process. Well, we finished out the paint in here. Now we got to go into the can. We're going to mix it up. But this is taking a long time. We may have to speed things up a little bit because I'm paying you guys by the hour and you're dragging your asses, every one of you.
Spread your blue wings and I'll shed my blue tears. For the one that I have loved, he has left me and gone. Now I'm in the mood for to hear your sad song. Bring not your light into my dark and yellow sunshine. Waste not your warmth on the coldness of here. Oh, trouble me not, go ye elsewhere. Go spread your blue wings and I'll shed my blue tears. For the only one that I have ever loved is gone away. Now I'm in no mood for the sunshine today.
Well, I'm finishing up. I'm cleaning up the brushes and stuff. I still got a little less than a half a can left of that, so we'll use that on the steps over here when the time comes. But I'm not going to do that today because I need to be able to get in through this way and close this off. I just hope this dries up before Sammy's done with his nap. He's in the house right now. That'll be a disaster if we get this oil-based paint on his paws and his paw pads. It'd be impossible to get off without, you know, you don't want to use paint thinner to get it off, you know, it's going to have to wear off. So it's impossible to keep him from running across here. But it's starting to dry up, so it may be okay.
I got the feeling.
That's my buddy Ray Greenwood that you hear in the background there, doing some of Hank Williams stuff.
All I do is sit down. Last long day she said.
That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well,